Well, you know,
for a few days,
we haven't seen what's popping for a little minute.
I'll do the Beyonce dance. I'll do the Beyonce dance now.
Producer Kyle said he's DJing today.
Right. Well, you know, it's time for Celebrity Dish. That's what we're trying to say here at 10:30. You two, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it,
yeah,
then.
lots of stories here. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, is demanding she show up in court for their divorce proceedings instead of sending her legal guardian. This is the latest in this saga here. Kevin arguing that Wendy's New York-based guardian, Maren Morris, isn't legally authorized to represent her in New Jersey where the proceedings are held. The judge overseeing the case reportedly granted Sabrina 21 days to prove that the court that she has the legal right to represent Wendy. And as we saw in the Wendy documentary, that she is suffering from health issues. So this is just another wrinkle in the curtain on Wendy.
I think this is just cruel to an extent. I mean, because if in fact Wendy is in the state in which we saw her with that documentary, if she's not well enough to show up at a divorce hearing, which weren't they already divorced, but he had it reopened because the payment stopped?
Exactly.
You know,
so we think.
So we think, yes, allegedly. So why force her if in fact she's not able to show up and represent herself, speak for herself in a way that is best representative of what she wants and what she needs? Why force her to do that?
And you can argue also, Makia, that it could work to his benefit if she isn't. I mean, you don't want to go there, but that's what's on the table if we're telling the truth about it. I know we saw the pictures of her, I want to say about 3 or 4 weeks ago, where she looked healthier, but still not like the Wendy we know and love.
She's not
and
the
so
same.
she's still on her healing journey for sure.
Yeah, listen, I think, you know, in any cases like this, you want to catch someone at their best state. And she may not be at her optimal state that we are used to her in, but she may be in the best state that we've seen her in a long time. And so you want to get those things done before the decline continues to happen. And so I think on many ways, yeah, it may seem cruel because it's like, man, she don't kick her
well, if she
once
doesn't
she's
want
down.
to, I think it's cruel. But we don't know. Does she want to show up in court and speak for herself? But she can?
Yeah, we haven't heard from Wendy, but you're saying if she's on the decline, now would be the time to do it rather than waiting for later.
Absolutely. It's almost like, you know, when you have a parent, you know, right, you want to get all of their affairs in order before they get to the stage where they can no longer make decisions for themselves.
All right. Well, one thing's for sure, we'll be watching and updating you on Celebrity Dish. And this next one, we were talking about this, Makia. It broke my heart to see. I know. In a sneak peek for her upcoming WeTV series, Tamera, she reveals that her relationship with her twin sister, Tamera, is strained. Tia says the most challenging part of her divorce is now being alone. According to the sneak peek, Tia wishes that she and Tamera were still as close as they used to be so she could pick up the phone and call her. Unfortunately, Tia says that's not where they are right now. A source told People magazine that Tia's comments about not being close to her sister were actually about geography, not closeness in their relationship, all right? Tia lives in Napa while Tamera lives in LA, but some fans say geography doesn't prevent someone from making a phone call. I have to agree with that. So can you imagine this ever happening? I know you have a sister, Makia. I do as well. Do you think it's just geography or there's more to the story here?
I mean, we don't know what's really going on, but because Tamera seems more private than Tia. But I certainly hope that they can work it out. I mean, I grew up watching Sister. So I know. And it hurts me to know that maybe things aren't going so well with them, but I really hope that they can work it out. As far as my sister, I was just telling you, we're only 13 months apart. I would be devastated if we weren't friends or as close as we are now. So
yeah, I have a good relationship with my sister too. And one thing about us, when we do get into it, we do not air our dirty laundry. So one thing about this is that if she was insinuating that there's some beef going on between the two, I go, well, why do you put it in the premiere episode of a TV show? That part I don't like if that's indeed what she did, but we don't know. Or maybe she was playing with words here just to get our attention. And here we are talking about her new episode on WeTV.
Yeah, I mean, it's on TV. Like you said. One of the things I know for sure is that relationships can be strained, right? Siblings go through so many iterations of their lives, from babies to family, to relationships, adulthood. And as you continue to grow these separate lives, you have to kind of reimagine your relationship with your siblings and figure out ways that you guys can collaborate together and cohabitate. And I think one of the things that, you know, you see with these two twins is that we've seen them together for so much of their lives, and they don't have any space apart to grow apart. I think sometimes you got to grow apart to grow back closer together, and so as long as they're getting through it and they're not airing it out, like you said, it could be a beautiful reunion in the end.
Stephen is dropping gems over here. I'm not not even in that situation and I'm receiving what you're putting down. It's that good. Yeah. Sometimes you need the distance in order to grow closer, especially after a divorce.
Yeah,
I mean, with Corey Hardrick, I mean, that went, viral, and a lot of people were talking about it and giving their opinions about it, and maybe she needs some time alone to fix multiple relationships in her life.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, give me some. You too, Lakia. Okay. With Nick Cannon, you know, we got to talk about Nick Cannon. He's getting candid once again. When is he ever not? But this time, he may be sharing just a little bit too much because he says his assets were undervalued. The Masked Singer host, who's made headlines for his lifestyle, including fathering 12 children by several different women, took to social media to let the world know his best asset, which helped him make those kids, is insured for the tune of $10 million. But he says he has been undervalued, and they should have at least been valued at $12 million for each kid.
Well, that's a pretty ballsy statement.
I see what you did there. Is he right, though? I mean,
first of all, I had to Google this insurance policy because I have never heard about insuring what's down there.
Well,
I mean,
people insure their legs.
Their legs, their vocal cords.
Yeah.
And I think Rihanna insured her legs. Mariah Carey.
Tina Turner did when she was with us.
I have heard of that, but I've got to do a little more research in that arena because it's new to me.
I know, and also, is fertility the only reason it should be insured?
Are you asking me?
Well, I don't know why I looked at you.
You always... Marissa's back, y'all. Marissa's back.
I don't know why you're just sitting here, and that was not directed at you, but I think there are other reasons why if someone wants that asset insured, it could be insured. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
And now Makia's looking at me.
We just want to know your opinion, Frank. You've been giving great ones.
Well, I think he is very smart for doing what he has to do to protect his entire being. Of course, he has kids now that
12.
he has to take. 12
How
kids.
many women again? Is it 5 or 6?
I lost count. I got to draw out a
So it's a basketball team, basically.
Yeah.
So he does have a team with him. But I think, you know, when you're somebody like him, you got to insure every part of you, right? You have a lot of money. There's a lot of assets that are outside of the assets that cost money. And look, I'm not mad at it. I think he's got to do what he's got to do.
He's in his bag.
Yeah, it's like a prenup for the...
For the
For the thing.
Yeah. We see you, Nick. Do your thing. I know you will.